Hi everyone, so welcome back. I thought I would do a new hand week video as I am now on TPN. For those that don't know, TPN stands for Total Parenteral Nutrition and it is IV nutrition. So here we are, here's my new day in the life. Good morning, so it's time for me to do my morning meds. I will just quickly do them so you can kind of see the routine. I went into more detail in my last day in the life vlog. I also apologise that this is a little bit wonky on the angle because I just can't get it straight. My side where it is a bit of a mess. So I'm just going to get started, run through it and maybe explain a bit more later. Oh, so I now have button tubes, so I have to connect an extension to the tube to use it. So it just screws it in. I'll do that in a bit more detail later. Sorry about Darcy, she likes to be in on all the action. Obviously I'll speed all that up so you're not sat here watching me push fluid through such a slow rate. Now it's time for me to do my suck-up meds. So at the moment I'm only having one medication suck-up morning and night and then two in the afternoon. So I've got my little tray. Oh, and I do have a suck-up video that I've started, I just need to edit it. So hopefully that will come in the next week or two. There we go, so that's all my morning medication done. My TPN is going to be in about 10 minutes to say that it's finished, and I will film disconnecting just because it's changed a little bit as I now have an IV medication. So see you again soon. I'm going to go drink my cup of tea, scroll through a bit of social media and just wait for my TPN to finish. Hey guys, so I'm going to disconnect my TPN. I've just washed my hands, realised I haven't turned my microphone on, so I need to go wash my hands again. But yeah, again I'm just going to run through it rather than explain every detail because I've already done a video explaining everything in more detail. So yeah, I will go wash my hands and come back. Okay, so that is everything that I need set out. I've already turned my pump off and it's time to wash my hands again. Okay, so now I'm going to start the actual disconnection process and give my medication. I have to do the medication over like 5 to 10 minutes, so I will obviously speed that up just because it is a little bit boring to watch. Hey guys, so I'm obviously back in my room. I've disconnected my TPN. The camera shut off while I was just finishing up the medication and then doing the flush. But again, I did a whole video last year, so you can see every little detail in that. And yeah, hopefully you can have a nice day. I will see you at afternoon meds time. I've got a few things to do before then. Okay, so I forgot to film it, but I have just changed my tubey pads. First I gave them a clean with a water wipe, and now we have clean, fresh tubey pads. I tend to do it when I get dressed rather than first thing in the morning or last thing at night, and I was actually finding I was getting more problems from cleaning them with soap and water every day So I've changed to just the water wipes and it seems to be a lot better. Hey everyone, so it's time for my afternoon meds. As always, Darcy has come to help. Hello. So I've got them all here on the tray. I've just moved you a little bit closer so you can see in a bit more detail what I'm doing, because I now have button tubes. So if I take my tubey pad off, you can see they're much more low profile. So obviously I'll have to connect an extension set to them to be able to use them. So obviously I need my sterile water, and then I'm just going to run through them, through all of this until I get to the point of connecting, and then I'll show you in a little more detail how I connect to these new tubes. Okay, so here is my extension set. So it's got like a little right angle on here. I don't think you can see that very well, I don't think my camera focus is great. So just going to push it in and twist it, and it's connected to my tube. And now it acts like a normal peg. You open and close, or judge, you open and close the clamp. Yes. Apparently I'm having help today. She should just settle down there, yeah. Okay, so that's my judge medication done. Next up is my subcuts. So this time I have 2 medications and a flush. Obviously because I use my subcut cannulas, you have to flush, otherwise some of the medication ends up in the tubing and doesn't get absorbed. So I'm going to draw all those up next. Oh, this takes a while, especially when I have a Darcy on me. Okay, so now I need to move the cat so I can get to my subcut cannula. Come on, I'm sorry. Hi everyone, so it's time for TPN. So first up, hand wash. Okay, so I've got my paper towels, and I'm just going to have to come around here a second. So again, I'm just going to run through it and do it. If you want to see it all in more detail, you can watch my video that I did on setting up TPN and disconnecting. It was done with fluids at the time, but the process is exactly the same. The only difference now is I take a medication through my line, and you'll see me do that, but literally I just put it into an empty 10ml syringe with some water for injection and push it through over 10 minutes. So nice and simple. Okay, so that's everything set up. I can finally itch this scratch on my head. So it's time for me to wash my hands again, so I will be right back. Okay, so back on it. Okay, so I'll just explain that. The giving set touched my wrist, which wasn't covered by a glove, so I have to chuck it and start again. Just the giving set, because obviously I didn't touch the giving set to the sterile field. Right, and have a new one. A new pair of gloves. more hand sanitizer and try again. It's a good job I've got a lot of spare giving sets right now. Now it's time to draw up my medication and push it slowly over at least 5 minutes. I tend to do it over about 8. Just 10 minutes takes so long, and it doesn't give me any nasty side effects if I do it in anything under 5 minutes is horrendous, anything over 5 minutes is fine, so yeah. And start. Ta-da! And there we go, I'm all set for the night. So next up will be bedtime medication, but first I need to tidy up after myself, so I'll see you again in a bit. Okay, so one of the things that I forgot to show last time was sterilising. So I sterilise my medicine cups, my water bottle and my syringes in between uses. Because I have a jejunal tube, they're single day syringes, so I sterilise them once or twice a day and then I chuck them at the end of the day. So let's just get that on. And off we go. Hey guys, so I've done all my bedtime meds. The other thing I forgot to film, well, I didn't forget to film bedtime meds, you've seen me do them twice today, it's no different, is I made some feed. I haven't given it a go in a while, it tends to make me feel quite poorly, so I thought with it being Han Week, may as well give it another go. So I'm just going to set it up. So I've got my IV pole, because I can't carry 2 backpacks at once, so give it a quick shake. I use Elemental O2 Extra still. For those who don't know, it's a powder that you mix with water. In my case it's sterile water because I have a jejunal tube, and I just run about 100 mils of it. I know it's, you know, I've made that and it feels like a huge waste, but it's impossible to portion out and, you know, only use enough to make 100 mils. So again, I showed in more detail how I do all of this, so I'm just whizzing through it, but basically just setting up. So I've left my extension on, and while this primes I'm actually going to put my TPN on the drip stand as well. My Nutrition pump doesn't get used very much these days. I mostly just have my TPN, but yeah, giving it a go every now and again just to see how I do. So I'm going to put this external battery is a real pain in the arse. There we go, so that's TPN, and nearly got this primed. And then I keep the end cap, the little cap, put it on my bedside table, and then at whatever time in the morning it finishes, you can just put the cap on, turn the pump off and go back to sleep and deal with it in the morning. So there we go, off to bed for me now, and yeah, I will try and remember to video when my feed finishes and I flush my tube and go to the toilet and all of that, but if I don't, thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.